Yeah, everyone, I know it's been like a really long time since I've released Madden videos. Same thing with Fortnite and stuff. That's just because I've been super sick for the past month. It's been really, really bad. I'm still sick, but I'm getting better. It's actually the first time in a month I picked up my controller, played some PlayStation, so it feels really weird right now. But hopefully that won't stop us from winning the Super Bowl. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into it. Gonna go through our roster as well, just because it's been so long, and then we'll crack in on with the game. Man, there's no denying the starting lineup for this Vikings team is pretty scary, but they don't really have much in the way of depth. Fortunately, we have suffered pretty significant injuries to our starting lineup, so we'll see how it goes. So I will say middle linebacker is non-existent for them. Here we go.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. We are moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kickoff now just moments away. It is finally time to crown a champion, as I'll hand it over to the two men who will call the action, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Brandon Godden. To my left is my good friend Charles Davis, and what a thrill to be here for the biggest one of them all, the Super Bowl. And it seems to get bigger every year. The lights get brighter, the cameras more numerous. I don't know, there's just so much that goes into this game. It's an honor to be here, isn't it?
It is an honor, and I can't wait to share this game with you. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. You're my partner, my best friend. I can't imagine being anywhere else but right here with you. And just think about it this way. You mentioned the magnitude. This is no longer just a game for America or even North America. This is worldwide. People watching from just about every country in the world. This is impressive.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and just about ready to roll. All the talk, all the hype, but the past is prologue as this Super Bowl is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it is permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. Now a look at the defensive starters here for the Steelers. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
We had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what was fun to me was hearing him say, I like what we did, but we need more pressure on the quarterback this week. What he wouldn't tell us, though, was how he was going to create it. Is it going to be just the front 4? Is it going to be 3? Is he going to bring linebackers, secondary? This will be fun to check out.
Back to throw here. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
And the first drive is...
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
The Vikings send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. That's taken on the 25. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" cornerback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. There he goes left side. And into the end zone.
And that is a great way to start it.
With a first touchdown
We are back. Aaron Bush with a nice 54-yard touchdown.
Taking a first quarter lead. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they finally get
And the rest missed comes right back into play there. That should have been an interception, but
so the big play
not
changes the
effectively using
complexion
my
of things.
defense.
Here's 1st and 10,
So I
just
ran in,
outside the
allowing for
30.
the easy reception.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the...
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last
What a
one.
catch.
Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length,
And
that's
that's
just
why I
not being
overpaid
prepared.
for
So now,
Shredder
are they
Decent and
determined? Are they
Courage.
ready to read their
Stuff
keys
like that.
and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
A give. This is Bush. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing.
They'll look to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get...
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And after one quarter,
here
beat
in
the
the Super Bowl. They've got it 2nd and 10 to line of scrimmage. Again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set
he
up
kicks
shop
off the
right near
interception
midfield
game.
at the 49-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's got his man on the out route. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Chavez. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown.
Great job by Gunn holding on to the ball for his
In for the
first career
score.
receiving
And the
touchdown, which
Steelers find a way to
actually I think
stretch
it's his
their
first career
lead.
receiving touchdown. It
This
may
is
not be,
similar to
but his
baseball
first
where you
Super
want
Bowl
the leadoff
touchdown.
hitter and you don't
A
expect him to
sign of
come
great
around and
things to
score.
come,
Almost
as he
impossible.
slots in the number
Anytime
3
a
receiver
defense has a
slot,
defender
replacing
short
Jawan
field,
Williams, who we
you
were forced to
usually
get
end
rid
up
of
seeing
by
the
the
result we
NFL.
saw, giving up points.
And so chugging along.
Elliott now to add the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a
Good
second
run,
and
by the
2
way,
now
by
from the
Branch Norton,
33.
just trucking his way forward.
Set. Blue line it.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at about the 14. Trucks over it. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They'll set up a throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Set. Blue line it. Blue line it.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Now let's go.
They'll look to throw again. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3, 19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Now let's go. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Set. Blue landing.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
Now let's go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this will be
Frick, missed
incomplete.
time.
1 second left to go.
Just have 1
So
second to
certainly
just
an
go
interesting
for a
call
50
there to
second
go
field
for it.
goal.
And the
That's
Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface, but I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.